Hi everyone, this is Ellie. The Decameron event is now out. Make sure to check the event duration in your time zone. Per usual, I have the link to the official patch notes announcement in the video description. And before we get started, I just want to quickly mention that I have a Twitter account dedicated to this game, so follow me if you're interested. Info will be in the video description and in the pinned comment. Now, moving on to the event. So there's a couple different pieces of the event main screen. We're just going to go over them one by one. So I'm going to start off with search in the top right. This is where you're going to find the event stamina farming stages. This is divided into two sections. So you can see on the left here, Patriarch and Governor. These stages are time gated, so as of this video getting published, we only have access to one difficulty in the Patriarch section, and difficulty 2 and 3 are time gated as well. So each section drops two different types of currency, one for event story and one for the event shop. Patriarch drops marks of labor for the event story, and then intact metal for his section of the event shop, while Governor drops a certain type of currency for unlocking his event story route and Corona credential for his section of the event shop. So just make sure you're farming the right section when you have the chance to switch between them. And per usual, certain illustrators do give bonus drops, so you can check which ones up here at event bonus. The bonuses you get from the event SSRs differ based on ult level, so try to borrow the highest ult level assist you can find. And in terms of stamina expenditure, it's recommended to first clear all stages and farm difficulty 3 for both Patriarch and Governor. Unfortunately, the higher difficulties are time gated, so you'll need to make the decision between farming difficulty 1 for now or saving stamina for difficulty 3 later. Keep in mind that Governor stages are time gated as well, so once you've made good progress farming Patriarch section, you may want to consider saving some stamina for Governor's section. Now, if we go back to the event main screen here, the event story actually has a couple different parts to it. It may be a little bit difficult to see, but the event story stages can be found along the bottom of this event main screen. So if you see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is the board, and you can progress using the story unlocking currency dropped from the stamina farming stages I just mentioned. So for example, Patriarch section here, we use marks of labor to unlock the next stage of the story. There are two boards, one for Patriarch's route and the other for Governor's route, and you can see at the bottom right here. Governor's route is time gated and will be unlocked at a later time point. There are also two other parts of the event story called entries and theater. These will be unlocked sequentially as you progress through the story. So the entries will be recorded in entry at the right side here. To progress to the next stage, you'll need to press enter story at the bottom right here. So this will give you a pop-up of what the next stage you need to complete is. Some of these entries will be prayers. Unlocking these will give you rewards like the event Kale SR Illustra and the 2-star event Pictura. And then we also have theater. So for theater, some stages will require you to give NPC materials. These can be obtained by clearing the event stamina farming stages a certain number of times. So after it gives you the prompt, go into search and it will tell you how many times you need to complete the stage in order to unlock the theater. You'll also be able to replay theaters at the top left of the event main screen at quest here. And after fully unlocking the event story, you'll get the event avatar frame and the event profile background. There are two other event avatar frames, which I'll mention later in this video. And after the event ends, the event stories you've unlocked as well as the prayers in entry will be archived in Chronicle, but theater stages will not. And then on the right, we have Redeem. This is your event shop. There are two stores, or two phases, I guess. The second one is time gated. So after it unlocks, you'll be able to switch between them using the tabs at the top here. Phase 1, or Store 1, corresponds to Patriarch, so the event shop currency from Patriarch's stamina farming stages is used here, while Store number 2 corresponds to Governor. Other than paints, there's nothing really special about the items here, they're just materials. The good news is that all items in this event shop are worthwhile to farm for. Now if we go back, outfits at the bottom left here is where you're going to find the limited time top-up. And so there is a limited time top-up going on where you'll receive the Lars Mill Island outfit at 680 points, and then the Ayn Patriarch outfit at 2,580 points. So the Ayn Patriarch outfit is similar to Alkaid's Prefect Luminary outfit, where new voice lines will replace the regular voice lines in date, and it's technically categorized as a new character, basically. There are also some exclusive packs available in the shop. Of note, there are two avatar frames you can only get from purchasing the corresponding packs, and these are the Patriarch Avatar Frame Pack and the Governor Avatar Frame Pack. And also keep in mind that top-ups in Loving Holiday do not count towards the limited time top-up. And finally, we have gallery on the left. This is pretty self-explanatory. It leads you to the event Gacha. So the Gacha this time is similar to Long Way Ahead's, if you're familiar with that one. There are two different event SSR banners, one featuring Ayn and the other featuring Lars. Pity is shared between them, so the SSR guaranteed at 80 pulls, but pity is independent of other banners, meaning you're starting this banner at 0 pity. And also, Decameron's banner pity will be carried over to its reruns only. Each of the two banners has its own event SSR, is guaranteed in the first two SSRs. And also the two banners share cumulative sketch rewards. Specific rates are listed in details if you want to have a look. Also, I've actually put together a spreadsheet that records banners with independent pity, and I'll link that in the pinned comment. And about the event SSRs, Ayn is a utilities utility, meaning it doesn't really provide direct utility itself, but rather strengthens teammates' utility. And notably, it can extend the duration of one Illustra's invincibility status and extend the duration of all enemies' attribute debuff statuses. Since this card cannot apply either of these statuses, you do need to pair this Illustra with teammates that can. This card doesn't rely on ult levels and does all it needs to at ult 1. Upgrading the ult would only be for the increased damage output. Lars here is a freeze team damage dealer. It can disable one enemy's ult and reduce its defense, give damage reduction to itself, and also incapacitate all enemies. Something notable about this card is that at low HP, so less than 10% at ult 1 and then less than 20% at ult 6, this incapacitate is guaranteed. However, I will say that it's hard to make use of this because the HP threshold is so low, you can easily get this card killed in the process. And also the incapacitate reliability does depend on ult levels and affect hit rate buffing teammates. So in terms of the pull recommendation, from a combat standpoint, if you're looking to build a freeze team, Lars SSR may be a decent pick. Do note it's reliant on ult levels and teammates, and you may want to consider equipping the Final Feast Pictura Set on this Illustra for additional effect hit rate. Ayn is a bit of a situational pick and would only perform well if you own SSRs that work well with it, so ones that provide invincibility and can apply attribute debuffs. I have to say though that the Illustra art is stunning, but that's a totally different discussion. As a reminder, the detailed Illustra guides are already up on my Notion site. And then if we're looking at the Pictura for this time, the 3-star Pictura is not increased initial ult charge, so it's not recommended to pull for combat purposes. Another important thing to mention is that the two Long Way Ahead outfits are currently rerunning, so that'll be Alkaid's Prefect Luminary outfit and Kale's Prefect Silver outfit. And to obtain these, you need to purchase the corresponding outfit pack in Shop, then General, then Time Limited Return. Keep in mind that this outfit rerun will only last for the first week of the Decameron event. And finally, some cool system updates. The game has added a photo frame decoration feature, which you can access on the second floor and to the left here. This basically you'll be able to equip one horizontal and one vertical Illustra, and photo frame items in House of Destiny will display these Illustras. There will be a new decoration feature for the photo wall in Friends and Space here. Basically here you'll be able to decorate Illustras with stickers. So for example, this one decoration here, stickers and some signatures here. When an Illustra reaches max ult level or gets ascended, an additional frame decoration will be unlocked. And also, number 3, our signature background will now display both in the friends list and at the top of the personal space here. Alright, and that'll be all for the video. Make sure to check the pinned comment and please like and subscribe.